Today's an exciting day for me. I've got in this box out-equip 12 volt air conditioner. It's an RV rooftop air conditioner that runs on 12 volts. And today I'm going to work on installing it in my ambulance camper conversion, aka the Campulance hauler. So you might be wondering why I would want a 12 volt air conditioner on the roof of an ambulance. Because the ambulance already has an air conditioning unit in the back here. But it only runs when this power stroke is drinking diesel and it's running. I'd like the opportunity to be able to keep it cool in the rear without the ambulance running. And this thing will be able to boondock. I have a 460 amp hour battery that I'm going to hook it up to. A lithium ion awesome battery. I'm going to hook it up to that. We're going to install this on the roof, and this should be able to power for maybe 10-12 hours. I'm not sure exactly. We're going to find that out. Of cooling in the back. So say if we're driving on a trip somewhere and I'm pulling my machines around and I've got my dogs back there, we can go into a restaurant, turn the ambulance off and lock it up, and leave that air conditioner running back here. Now I'll have solar panels on the roof. These solar panels won't keep the battery charged as it's draining, but while it's parked and sitting, it'll keep the batteries topped off. So I only have a limited time to run it, but 12 to 15 hours, maybe 10 hours, 8 hours, I don't know exactly. I can't imagine a time that I'd need to run it longer than that battery will hold. And once I get to my property or wherever we're gonna go, I can just plug into shore power and charge that battery right up. The battery charge at 12 volt AC will run all the time. This will make this into an official camper, which we can plug into shore power or we can just run it. Take a look as I open this box. I've already gone through it once before, but I'm gonna lay everything out and we're gonna come up with a plan for installing it. I'm just gonna lay all the pieces out. Now this is the rooftop unit on the inside with your control panel, your temperature up and down, on, off. We've got our seals. This is the inner trim piece that goes on the inside. These little vents, these little eyeball looking things that move, they go into the inside unit. Comes with all the hardware. We've got some metal bracing, and we've got this nice little remote control unit. So I have hooked this up on sawhorses and plugged it in and made sure it works and runs, and it does. So I'm excited to get it installed in this. One thing I really like about this unit is how small it is. It doesn't have a whole lot of height to it, so when it's on the roof, it doesn't add much at all to the height of the ambulance. It's kind of aerodynamic, small. When you're on the ground, you won't even be able to see it. So to me, that's really nice. So when you open the side door, it kicks on these 3 lights. So I don't want to interfere with those lights. I'm keeping all the ambulance systems in place. I've got this whole switch panel. So my left dome, this is low with the door open. Then we've got high. My right dome, we've got that on high or low. And then I've got a cot light. So you can see this cot light, it's its own separate circuit. And that is where I'm going to cut the hole and I'm going to put the air conditioner in right there. It looks like the perfect spot. I don't really have room here because there's lights all over the ceiling, but that little unit hanging down inside here, and get rid of that cot light, it'll still give me all my lights inside. So to get this cot light out, all these lights, they're kind of cool. You remove this one screw, then the lens comes off, and you can see the LED right there. Pretty wicked. And then we've got a few screws on the perimeter, and that light just drops right out. So we're gonna have to cut these wires, cap this off, and do something else with it. Now I've got insulation in here. It's not very far until I actually get to the roof. The roof is right there. So you can see this isn't very deep, but there's a support brace. So we need the support brace to be able to go give it some support. So I'm gonna wanna put the AC unit up against that side, and I've already checked. There doesn't seem to be any wires or anything in the way on either side here. good there? That's a handy cage, isn't it? I'm gonna give you guys a little update on my AC. So I've got it in. I mean, I still need to put all the little ducts in and everything, but I have my Outquip AC 12 volt unit installed, and I've had it running now for just over 2 hours. So I've had this thing chugging away. Let me pull up my battery. So the battery, I've used 76% of my 460 hour battery in 2 hours and 6 minutes. And I'm pulling 645 watts of power, 49 amps of current draw, and it's sitting at 13.2 volts. So overall, not bad. So I imagine, since I'm a quarter way through the battery, I'm going to be able to run this for 8 hours just off that battery. So think, if I had solar installed and charging this, it would give me more runtime. Because currently I have 320 watt solar panels, so we'll say about 300 watts of solar through the day being put in, while it's sucking 650 watts. So it's going to be sucking a lot more than the sun's putting into it, but still it's going to be adding a little bit to it. Or I can also plug into shore power, and if I pull a 110 extension cord, I can put the charger on that big bad 460 amp hour battery, and then it can run infinitely, you know? So let me give you some temperatures. So I've got my infrared thermometer. See this? It's pretty cool in here. I mean, that's not bad for 2 hours sitting in the sun. Now I am sitting in the sun. So see, the ambulance is sitting directly in the sun. It is like direct sunlight here. So just showing you around what the temperature looks like, various places. So the cab of the ambulance is hot. So I put the sheet up, and it's not ideal. I'm trying to keep some of that heat up front because it is hot up there. So we're gonna see hotter temperatures up at the front, which I've blocked it off now, and I cheated. I ran the ambulance for about 15 minutes with the AC blowing up front to cool that cab off. I just didn't think about it. And then here we are at the unit. So look at that. That looks pretty solid there. I don't know where the coldest spot is, but yeah, we're looking at about 50 degrees coming out. Oh, I think I found the sweet spot. There's a spot in there. It's coming out 44 degrees, 43. There. 42 degrees at the coldest. That's cold. I mean, that's cold. I'm not going to hate on it. So we've also got this remote control. So I've set the temp, which when you do the remote, see, it changes on the display. You can look at your voltage, or turn on these LED lights. There, turn on the LED lights. That's light, not LED. We'll turn off the lights. Yeah, LED. It's 80 degrees in here, it says. Coming out 51, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, kind of handy. I like it. I'm a fan. I still gotta finish my install. I need to put these little vents here so I can direct the air. I think it would be better if I directed the air. You know, blow some to the back, blow some to the front, down. But let me show you what it looks like. So big picture, it's seamless. Look at that. Couldn't ask for a better setup. It's perfect in here. So we're starting to get a little bit of shade on the back here. Still got my my mini skid where I lifted the AC up onto the roof. But that's sitting in the direct sun. And even with these tinted windows I don't have a tinted windshield nor a sunshade, so I probably need to get that. But I did tint my windows. So up here, let's see, right there, 99, 101. Yeah, it's cooled off a lot because I was running the AC in here for a little bit. So let's see that dash. Wow. Talking 123, 120, 130. Yeah, I need to put something on that dash, get rid of this heat. Just the dash panel, probably 90 or so. Okay, it has now been 5 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm gonna run inside the Campulence here, and let's see how this air conditioner did. And I'm also gonna bring my thermal camera. Check this out. So Thermal Master hooked me up with this, and this I've currently got on the kind of the black and red mode. And what this does is it shows you right in the center the temperature. It shows you the coldest point and the hottest point on the screen, and anything that's hot it'll show in red. Let's go inside. Holy cow, it is cold in here. That's wild. Okay, let's see. 70, 65, 66, 65. Wow. That's pretty warm over there. There, 49 degrees. Did you see that? It's 49 degrees. Wow. Wow. Pretty warm right there. Going to heat's 80 degrees. Look at all the heat coming there. This is heat coming from out of the box for the normal AC, and all around it. You know, that whole area around is showing to be hot. So, yeah, you can really see where the heat is. The heat's all coming from the front. There's an uninsulated box right behind this whole the storage, back behind there, back behind here. And you can see the heat it's holding. Around the door, it's really hot. It says it's about 80 degrees there. But the rest of it is pretty cool. Now, it's about 74 degrees on top of that blue pad. Yeah, this camera is amazing. Yeah, Thermal Master. I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can see where to get this. But this is awesome. What I haven't told you is I'm doing a comparison. So I've got my 12 volt rooftop AC unit that we just installed, the Outquit Pro, in the Campulence. But in my cargo trailer conversion, I've been running my Furion rooftop unit plugged in to shore power here. I've been running this for the same amount of time I've been running the other one in the ambulance. Now it's super cold in here, and it's a mess in here. Don't worry about my mess. Wow, 50 some degrees, 60. It's 42 coming out of the vent. See how cold that is? It says I've got it at 65. It says it's 69 in here. But yeah, look at all the heat there above the window. Above the window is really warm. All around that ramp door in the back is really warm. The aluminum on the top is warmer than the wall. Where I don't have molding is warm. Top of the cabinet, yeah, everywhere I would assume it would be warm. The top's all pretty warm. Oh, and outside's warm. Pretty cool. I'm gonna flip this off. I love the low profile design of it. You know, just being short. That's awesome. It's been about 6 hours and 35 minutes since I turned on the AC. My battery's at 36%. And right now I'm stuck at 430 watts. Current draw 32 amps. Because it's pretty cold in there now. And yeah, battery's at 85.5 degrees. So yeah, 635 and I still got 30-some%. So now that it's cool in there, it's actually slowing down and it's not using as much power as it was before. So let me give you a quick tour. Gotta love ambo lights. So here we are, going inside. Okay, here we go. So 75 over here. I think that's inaccurate. Doesn't that look clean? It just fits perfectly. So let me turn up the temperature because yeah, maybe 72 sounds more logical. Okay, here we go. Turn it on. It's cold up in there. Around the room, the doors. But it's cold in here. Seriously. On a 90-degree day, it's like 9 o'clock at night, it's in the 60s in here. I mean, everywhere you look. Even the floor. This is the warmest spot up here. Yeah, we're looking 75 up top. Inside here, 75. Everything else, though, pretty chilly. So, yeah, that's a win. I'm going to say, I'm going to turn that off for the night. Oh, hey, we're at night. Let's try these lights. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. So without the lights, it's dark in here. Pitch black. Yeah. Oh, I like it. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan. Okay. So I'm going to say that this unit is definitely a win, and it is recommended. Our Life in Trees, Greg, recommends this AC unit. Now, wiring it up is a little bit of a booger. It's got a big long wire, and you've got to put a hole in the roof for the wire separate than the unit. So do know that. And you got to run that down, and I think it's like 12-foot long wire. It's like a 6-gauge. So that's the part that's kind of a booger about it. Everything else, straightforward, easy, and it just works. So the plan was to put this AC up on the roof, and then, you know, while we're loading up and getting ready to leave, so we don't have to just keep it running, it's cooling off in there and getting ready. And it's that low profile unit, so you can't even see it very well. But another great use for it, so say we've got my dogs in the back and we want to pull over for dinner somewhere, we're on a road trip, then all I have to do is flip on that 12-volt system with that AC, keep it cool in there so the dogs are happy, you know? And then I don't have to worry about my dogs because they'll be good. So he's yelling. I don't know why, but my ambo will be protected. I just don't want to leave it running. Leave that 12 volt AC on, I'll be good. I think I've done a really good job so far selecting and finding cool products to show you guys that'll make my life better, and I can show you guys and hopefully it makes your life better too. So with this air conditioner, I think I found one. I mean, I haven't used it very long, but from testing it today, just getting it installed and running it all day, this thing is awesome and it really works. I wasn't sure if a 12 volt AC really would work as well as it does, but it does. Now I think my shore power one does work a little better. Mind you, it weighs a lot more and it's a whole lot more to wire it up. I mean, sometimes 12 volt is the way you want to go. And for me, I'd prefer 12 volt because I can boondock. With my 110 unit, my traditional RV style rooftop unit, you have to be plugged into shore power, run a generator. But this thing's been running, sitting in my driveway, not plugged into anything all day long. So to me, that's a game changer. It can just sit in parking lots. I could be sitting in a field. I mean, it could be anywhere it wants to be and run on a 12 volt battery. It's amazing. So hopefully you guys got some good information out of this. If you like this sort of stuff, do me a favor, like and subscribe. You're going to see a link in the description to where you can buy one of these. And besides that, a lot more to come on the Campulence conversion. A whole bunch more to come on my mini toys here, my machines. And have yourself a great day. And as usual, enjoy your time in the trees.